Fresh in the hip hop tabloids, we got your man Chud the Builder today. Hey yo, I don't know what was going on through this man's mind, thinking he could go around saying crazy stuff to my people, attacking my people, and thought he wasn't going to get socked in the face. Let's take a look at what D.L. Hughley had to say about this individual.
Reporting live from Ivers Club in Atlanta, Fight Plus News, I'm John Appa. You may have heard of the name Chud the Builder in the last couple of months after he would go viral for all the wrong reasons. You see, Chud, whose real name is Dalton Etherly, is an online streamer who, according to some, cheaply gained notoriety by purposely triggering the general public with the use of racist and derogatory language.
Somebody get him a banana. He's chipping out. Come on over here and chip out. He's chipping out.
As more online users begin to give Etherly attention, he would eventually find himself clashing with people during his streams who didn't think what he was doing was amusing nor funny.
He's a black guy. Caught him recording somebody. In person. I got one. So he does the star shit, but then he'll pull a gun out on you as soon as you do something. I'm licensed to carry too. We both licensed to carry. I finally ran into him. He got his, I got mine. But he on the phone with the police. He just obviously started with somebody.
On Wednesday, Etherly's short social media fame would come to an end when he would be confronted by a black man outside a Tennessee courthouse after handling another legal matter. The man would go on to warn Etherly that things would get physical if he wanted to try his known antics around him. According to Etherly's own admission, while speaking to first responders, after that warning, things would get physical, and the two would begin to fight, with Etherly sharing that he would then shoot the man in defense. Now, things would even get worse for Etherly, as it was reported that he would even end up shooting himself.
He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him. He was still wailing on me.
Now, despite his attempt of positioning himself as more of a victim in that incident, the police wouldn't buy it, and Etherly would end up being charged with attempted murder. In response to the 28-year-old's arrest, many would react, including D.L. Hughley, who would go on to proceed with giving Etherly a verbal whooping for ultimately playing himself. While sharing an update on the story, Hughley would write, "I said it before, jail is probably the safest place for this shitbag. Plus, that sister said he likes getting pegged, so he'll be real popular." Now, as joked by Hughley, it appears that earlier this month, a black woman would come forward sharing that she and Etherly used to be acquaintances, and according to her, she would sexually pleasure him as a former client.
"I am a professional pegger, it is no secret. He was a little chubbier then. His cheeks used to clap in such the cutest way. Now, Chud, he doesn't even have a little chubby butt no more, so I probably wouldn't f*** him again."
On Friday, Etherly would appear in court to face his attempted murder charge, where a judge would set his bail for $1.25 million, and he now faces up to 56 years in prison over this incident. Now, many people across social media who had been following the story will react to the news.
Set initial bond at $1.25 million.
My man, you look at his face when they say 1.25 million.
$1.25 million.
Chud the Builder, a.k.a. Cheddar Bob, I think you forgot to read Tennessee Code 39-11-611, Section E, when the threat or use of force is not justified if the person using force consented to the exact force used or attempted by the other individual. 2. If the person using force provoked the other individual's use of unlawful force. Getting in people's faces and calling them the N-word, that's provocation. Getting on the internet and saying all the things that you have said, saying things like this, that's provocation. You're going to prison, dude. What this basically says is you can antagonize somebody, and if they punch you in the face, you got what you asked for.
You want to see the exact moment that Chud the Builder realized he ain't getting out of jail for a hot minute? Watch his eyes in this video as the judge is setting his bail at $1.25 million.
Initial bond at $1.25 million.
Yeah, he ain't got that, does he?
People in the courtyard.
The best part about this Chud the Builder situation is that us, as black people, we really didn't even have to do anything. A lot of the times they do this shit to try to provoke us, to make us mad, to make us look like the violent people. And now look, you charge. You are now the statistic you kept trying to push to us. So how are you claiming self-defense as if you have not been doing this for 3, 4, 5, 6 months at least? You just made a tweet last week. Wait, when was the 7th? I think that was last week. Some shit talking about the final episode is going to feature exactly what you're in jail for. I have not seen not one lawyer get on here and say he has a chance of getting off. Because why do you walk up to somebody who literally told you, I have PTSD, don't tempt me, don't bother me. You provoke this man, he punches you. You think self-defense in that issue would be to shoot that man. Can you not fight?
Now, what may or may not come as a surprise for some is that Etherly has still managed to gain support. As a recent gift-sending gold donation page that was started to help Etherly's expenses and family support has already raised over $160,000. Part of his request for the support would say, I've shared mild jokes, unfiltered thoughts, and yes, sometimes I've used the N-word in what I thought was edgy, harmless humor. I know it's controversial, but it's my right to speak freely. For that, hundreds of people in my city are slandering my business, spreading lies to tear down everything I've worked for. The hate has escalated to a horrifying level. I've received death threats so vile, they shake me to my core. People threatening to rape and murder me, and even targeting my innocent 2-year-old son with unspeakable cruelty. Etherly has officially been charged with attempted murder, employing a firearm during a dangerous felony, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon. He continues to remain behind bars. Let's talk about it more in the comments below.
Man, y'all get in my comment section and let me know what you think about Chud the Builder getting justice served. I'm going to check y'all in the next video.